Milo Yiannopoulos and his promoters will be billed at least $50,000 by Victoria Police for protests. Right-wing provocateur Milo Yiannopoulos and his promoters will be slapped with a bill of at least $50,000 to cover the cost of the police numbers required to handle violent protests outside his shows in Melbourne. Hundreds of left and right-wing protesters gathered in front of the Melbourne Pavilion on Racecourse Road and Stubbs Street, Kensington on Monday night, where they faced off and fought with sticks. Riot police stormed the protest and used pepper spray to subdue the crowd, which included members of left-wing group Campaign Against Racism and Fascism and right-wing groups Reclaim Australia and the Freedom Party. Police and protesters also clashed at Mr. Yiannopoulos' events in Sydney on Tuesday night, resulting in charges against several protesters. The event was heavily guarded with mounted police, officers on bicycles, riot squad, marine police and police vans barricading the event after several arrests were made at his Melbourne show. Earlier on Tuesday, Mr. Yiannopoulos attended a Q&A session at Parliament House. Victorian Police Minister Lisa Neville told radio station 3 on Wednesday that up to 300 police were called in to separate the protesters. She said those behind the event would be footing the bill for police resources. They'll certainly be getting a bill, Ms. Neville said. There were a lot of resources put in and I've had a lot of interesting tweets sent to me saying what a waste of police resources. But unfortunately in that situation, we've got two groups who pretty much set out to cause the harm that they did, try and cause violence and try and get on the TV, so police are there to try and protect the general public. Ms. Neville said the cost would be at least $50,000 and added it was common practice for organisers of large-scale or controversial events to be billed if large numbers of police resources were required. There is a definable cost to this. Victoria Police have some costings per officer, depending on the seniority officers, she said. There is for lots of events where there is an agreement with Victoria Police around the cost and cost-sharing arrangement. Police do some community-based events which are not for profit, but for these sort of rallies and also for the AFLMO's big events there is an agreement around the cost. Ms. Neville said police were in the process of working out the exact costs. She was unaware if Mr. Yiannopoulos had agreed to pay the costs, but she hoped he would. It's a big call to say we're going